Right now, a pipe burst at Platteville Elementary School. Now the race is on to clean up several classrooms before students return from winter break. Also celebrating sober, the challenge many face on one of the biggest party nights of the year.
And we got a little bit of fog out there, but otherwise a mild start for the day, really. We'll track in a few showers or snow showers here later that could impact your New Year's plans.
Good morning and happy New Year's Eve. It's a nice, not too bad, not too cold. Could be a lot worse. We've seen a lot worse on December 31st.
I know.
So all things considered, not too bad. But what can people expect?
Well, like I said, you wake up, you're like cold, but then it's relative to what you had a couple days ago.
That's right.
So it's still average. You look outside right now, temperatures are average where they should be. But we do have a little visibility, with all the moisture. We did go drop below freezing last night. So up to the north, to the west, La Crosse, there could still be a few areas, but that won't last for much longer. Otherwise, you look at those low temps, they are fairly cold compared to what we've had yesterday, but they're not that far from average either. They're actually still a little bit above. So overall, like Shane said, not a bad morning. There's our drop because we had a little bit of cooler air come behind the front. But you notice out west, it's warming right back up because we got warm air that's going to be starting to pull ahead. Big picture, there's that wave. You can see clouds up from about Omaha up to about east of Glasgow. That is the showers that we're going to be tracking. Very disorganized, very light, nothing really significant. You zoom in, you start to see some of the precipitation out to the west. Otherwise, that's what's coming our way. Bigger picture, the real wet stuff is over Northern California. That is the system, part of it at least, what's going to be tracking for Monday, Tuesday. But in the meantime, you can see there's radar. Not too much right now. It's going to take a few more hours. Overall, you plan your day. This is for Madison and La Crosse, pretty much getting up into the mid to upper 30s. Cloudy conditions with those showers coming in this afternoon and then lasting into the evening. Spotty in nature once again, but we could see some freezing drizzle if something just mixes right, since our temperatures will be right around freezing. So something to keep in mind up tonight. I think all the precipitation will be done before midnight, but thereafter we will be near freezing. So if you got any roads that are kind of wet, they might become slick. Something to keep in mind of. But the big picture is after we get done with this, warmer tomorrow. And then the wet comes Monday, but we might hit 50, and that might come like Monday evening or Monday night before we cool down.
First week of January, that's
yeah, Monday night will be wet and windy, and it will be fairly mild.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. If you're going out tonight, stay safe, and the weather shouldn't be too big of an issue.
No.
All right, Greg, thank you. Well, this picture behind me, just some of the damage caused by a burst pipe at Neil Wilkins Early Learning Center in Platteville. Water spread through the library and damaged 9 classrooms. Now, teachers and administration are trying to dry things off, salvage, and scramble for supplies in time for their kids to return from winter break next week. Arman Rahman has more.
It's not supposed to look like this.
Less than 5 days before school starts again, Liz Whitenheller is sifting through her now waterlogged classroom at Neil Wilkins School.
Books you see were all up on those shelves, and they had about 2 to 5 inches of standing water in them. The pillows and the ottomans and the rugs.
A burst pipe destroyed many of the supplies she's bought and memories students gave her over 17 years of teaching.
And then I saw a family from Belmont when I worked there had knitted an octopus, a big octopus ottoman, and it was in the garbage. And I just lost it.
But now she has to focus on what she can replace, save, or buy new for her kindergartners next week.
We really, honestly, we don't know what we need.
Whitenheller's classroom got the most damage of the 9 soaked in water over Christmas.
And it was sitting in the library on the carpet. Yeah, they checked all the walls, so there's outside walls, inside walls that all need to be replaced.
So for the next 8 weeks, the kids will be in temporary classrooms.
You know, there's students, I think, that rely on routine and just are kind of starting to feel safe and comfortable in this classroom and starting to open up. And those are the ones you kind of worry about a little bit.
But she's optimistic her bright young minds will be okay.
We will overcome this. It will just be like a story to tell.
Because donations, gift cards, and support from the community are helping her stay afloat.
Teachers from near and far have reached out too. I think everybody kind of has our back and knows and understands how much time it takes to build a classroom.
The principal there says the best way to help the teachers is with Amazon or Walmart gift cards given through the PTO. That way they can get everything they need when they have a place to store it. And earlier this week, we spoke with the Madison Fire Department about the recent pipe bursts around the city. They say they were called to 32 of them in just a 6-day span. For tips on what they say you should do if it happens to you, check out our story over on channel3000.com. And we're still waiting to get an update from fire officials after a large farm caught fire Friday near Sun Prairie. The call first went out around 3:45 yesterday afternoon to a large fire at Stats Brothers Farm. Dispatchers tell us flames were visible on site when the call first came in. The latest information we do have, the cows that were inside that building were rescued, and at least 7 area fire departments were at the scene. To more local news now, a new downtown Madison apartment building evacuated late Thursday night after a carbon monoxide leak. The Avenir building is located about 5 blocks from the Capitol Square over on West Washington Avenue. Fire crews were called there just before midnight. They say the only carbon monoxide alarm in the building located on the 6th floor was going off. When crews arrived, they immediately detected carbon monoxide in the main floor lobby, so they pulled the fire alarm to get everyone out. The building had to be evacuated for about 3 hours while the leak was addressed. Madison Mayor Stacia Rhodes Conway posting this picture online as she officially turns in her papers to run for re-election. The general election is scheduled to happen on April 4th. Former Madison School Board President Gloria Reyes is currently the only challenger. Well, New Year's Eve came a little early for kids in Verona on Friday. Families celebrated Noon Year's at Verona Public Library to ring in the new year without having to stay up until midnight. Sounds kind of nice. The event was complete with a photo booth and dance party, plus New Year's themed crafts, games, and refreshments for all people. And the Children's Museum in La Crosse, they also had their own New Year's celebration yesterday. It was the first time the museum has hosted since before the pandemic in 2019. The countdown included crafts and activities at noon, and there was a bubble drop and some bubble wrap stomps. Museum officials say it was good for the whole family.
That's a nice way to have a celebration that doesn't require kids or adults to stay up till midnight. And it's just a way to do something else special during the holidays together.
In Times Square tonight, it will be full capacity once again for the first time since the start of the pandemic. Yesterday, the iconic ball got put to the test, and all systems go for a dress rehearsal to test all 12,000 pounds of it, with 2,700 Waterford crystals and 30,000 LED lights. This year, celebrity chef Emeril Lagasse will flip the switch to light the ball up. Later tonight, New Year's Eve celebrations will be well underway around the world. But as our McKenna Alexander explains, those parties can be challenging for people working to recover from alcohol abuse.
Drinking a handful of alcoholic drinks is a fairly common occurrence in Wisconsin, and on New Year's Eve, it's no different. But for some, a champagne toast at midnight pops the potential for relapsing into dangerous habits.
Heavy drinking is normalized on that holiday. I mean, this is the holiday when that happens the most frequently.
Dr. Randall Brown, an addiction medicine specialist at UW Hospital, says for those struggling with alcohol abuse, the best thing they can do heading into New Year's Eve is know where they're at in their recovery.
Being around alcohol and the volume that it's typically present could be really difficult on that front. Ways to handle that might be not attending events like that, or identifying events where alcohol isn't being served.
For those able to be around alcohol but still wary of possible temptation, Dr. Brown suggests staying near a supportive friend, planning a response if someone offers a drink, bringing non-alcoholic beverages to the party, and having an exit strategy should the pressure get to be too much.
Another thing that can be helpful if it is a situation where they think, alcohol is going to be the focus, they can sort of, I've seen suggestions around bringing a party game, bringing something where they can be doing something apart from the alcohol. But there are also, sober events that are out there that they could identify.
No matter how you ring in 2023, just make sure you do so safely by limiting alcohol intake, arranging for a sober driver or rideshare, and staying aware of your surroundings.
That was McKenna Alexander reporting. If you're struggling with substance use disorder, Wisconsin's Addiction Recovery Helpline is available 24/7. Just dial 211. And AAA is activating its Tow-to-Go program to make sure you're able to get home safely if you do indulge in some New Year's Eve festivities tonight. It provides impaired drivers a free ride and tow to somewhere safe within 10 miles. The free service is available to both members and non-members and runs through January 2nd. AAA says this service should be used as a last resort for drivers, and it recommends everyone have a designated driver before going out drinking tonight. And with New Year's Day falling on a Sunday this year, another reminder that Monday, January 2nd, will be the observed holiday. That means many places will be closed both tomorrow and Monday, including government offices, many municipalities, and the post office. Federal Reserve banks will also be closed. They will reopen on the 3rd. All right, still ahead this morning, a look back at all the highlights in the 608. And you're taking a live look over downtown at Times Square. They're getting ready for their big celebration. We just said it's going to be the first full capacity since the pandemic. That's exciting. Greg's got the full forecast for what to expect for your New Year's coming up.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Do you need help paying for health care? As a health insurance navigator, my job is to help people find affordable or low-cost options. We find the best deals, whether it's from healthcare.gov or state coverage like Badger Care Plus. And you can reach us in person or by phone, text, or online.
Call the 211 helpline to find free local help or go to WISCcover.com to learn more.
Without a place for Mom, I don't know how I would have found the perfect senior care, not just once, but twice. When Mom needed help at home, our advisor helped us find the best home care. As Mom's care needs changed, our advisor understood what she needed once again, guiding us to the perfect senior living community. I'm so grateful that Mom's in such a warm, welcoming place.
Our service comes at no cost to your family. Connect with us today.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers. And while prices rise, ours are dropping. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and save up to half on your wireless. Add extra lines anytime for just $15 each. Call or go online.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, the stretch of mild weather should continue here for the next week. Even then we do cool down, it'll still be about average. So really no cold air to be speak of through at least maybe the middle of January right now. We do have one thing to look at for tonight for travel-wise, some mix, some freeze and drizzle, very isolated pockets of something that could happen. Once again, by midnight, most of it should be gone. But once again, you're going to be flirting with freezing temperatures tonight. So road conditions, something to keep in mind of. Then attention turns to the next system, which is definitely going to be a wet and stronger system. Rain, even thunderstorms could be potential with this. And then the freezing rain and then the snow is a big question, especially if you get north and west of La Crosse, what's going to go on that time frame. So a lot more yet to be decided on that. It definitely will be wet. As we time this, you can see the showers coming through here this afternoon. They'll spread across most of southern and central Wisconsin this evening. A few showers, like I said, not a big, huge deal. But once again, when you're flirting around freezing, you could get a little bit of freezing drizzle. And especially towards the evening and overnight, road surfaces may go below freezing. So something to keep in mind of. As you wake up tomorrow morning, still fairly mild out, warmer than today. And then Sunday, A little bit more sunshine expected, with temperatures once again probably going to pop back up into the 40s. The next system that we're watching, that's the main one, and you can see just starting to come up here to the south. That's just the leading edge of it by Monday at 9 a.m. It won't be really till the afternoon hours till we start seeing something. Temperature-wise, you see these temperatures are not going to climb much today due to the clouds. There's your first batch of any light rain, light snow mix coming through southwest Wisconsin, La Crosse, then spreading over to Madison, northern eastern areas, maybe by 5 to 6 p.m. A few isolated spots behind that, but this is kind of the time frame when you got to watch when you get to 8 p.m., 9 p.m., when temperatures start getting down there. So that is something to keep in mind of. Not a widespread issue. If we do get something, it'll be very light, but it may impact your plans this evening a little bit. But after midnight, everything should clear out. We'll wake up to temperatures right around the 20s to near 30 tomorrow. More sunshine, like I said. We should be popping some more 40s tomorrow. Once again, well above average. You see by the afternoon, sunshine, temperatures actually fairly well. The next wet system is going to come up from the southwest. You can see it spread the rainfall totals up here, and you can see it forms a low right here, pushes northeast. This is more the wraparound, the back edge of it, which will be more snow, more for southern Wisconsin, and toward northern Illinois, more rain as we go through. This is Tuesday, and then Wednesday it kind of dies out. How much snow? Right now, the best shot for accumulating snow is going to be north and west of La Crosse, stretching all the way down to southwestern Minnesota. This is the probability greater than 3 inches. Basically, you're looking at Tuesday morning to Wednesday morning. So this is what we're keeping an eye on. Someone will get something. It's just where exactly this will pan out, still yet to be determined. Less probability you're going to get any snow as you get further down to southern Wisconsin. And freezing rain. This says snow up here, but this is the probability of getting some freezing rain. Something you're going to have to keep an eye on if you're west and north of La Crosse too, depending on the track of the system. So more to come on this, but it definitely could be an impact. So travel plans as you come up into Monday, Tuesday. Otherwise, in the meantime, tonight, like I said, a few showers, but temperatures overall mild. We'll get down to around freezing again, so it could be a few slick spots. But notice those temperatures then. Madison was up to 47. Tuesday, once again, could be a warm day for a lot of areas, maybe approaching 50 early in the morning. The rain, snow, like I said, this is more of a bigger issue for La Crosse and West, exactly what's going to go on those 2 days. Not so much for Madison, it'll probably just rain. And then everyone gets back to average, really. 24 Thursday, that's not far where we should be.
Yeah, the cool off is coming. All right, Greg. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Thank you very much. Well, it was another great year of highlighting all things in southwest Wisconsin. Josh Spreiter and photojournalist Mark Schilling take a look back at 2022 in the 608.
You're watching Madison's best morning newscast. I've been practicing for the last 2 hours. You guys knew that I would pull the costume again, the whole wardrobe change. We're gonna take a selfie. Grab your props here. This morning, here we go.
He's got it.
Making me work today.
Well, we gotta work off that cheese, I heard.
A lot of cheese, a lot of poonskis. We're gonna come in nice and slowly here. Look at that, I did it. Now look through the turn. All the way around. Look at that. That's fun. Oh, here, just give me that ball once. There it is. And after the break, we'll explain a little bit more about what the heck I'm wearing.
Perfect. Look at you go. Very
All right,
nice.
let's make it a party. Look at that. Oh, there's Mark. He's jumping in here, too.
Here's a phone for you.
Look at that. Mark can't miss out on all the fun. Mr. Splash. Giving Mark's camera a little wash. Hey guys, and thanks for letting me hold this little guy. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, so cute here in the 608.
We got lambs here, Daryl our donkey, and then our zebra, ZZ, like ZZ Top.
Bessie's big.
Bessie's big, yeah. She's about 1,200 pounds. She's a little smaller, but she still eats a lot.
I can see that. One more for Peppa, last
Gotta
one.
finish her
right
breakfast.
Here, right here. There it goes. Shake your tail feathers, JoJo, shake your tail feathers. Ta-da!
Oh, my Josh is doing it! Come to the fair and watch Josh do more! It's amazing! Look at this!
I'm doing it! We're rocking the heels. I can move, I can spin, I can dance. Oh boy, how's that left foot? Oh, there it is. Oh, I almost knocked it over. Okay, that went a lot faster than I expected. wait until we get things moving. It's going to be a lot more fun. Here we go. See you later.
Think they have any fun on the job? I don't know. It was a great year in 2022 in the 608. Well, hey, remember, you can always go back and watch their features by going to channel3000.com. There's an interactive map for you to see all the places that Josh and Mark have been across southern Wisconsin. Well, still ahead, an update bringing possibly some good news for those traveling this weekend. And there are several new shows and movies to check out. Will Loper shares his picks and 3 things to watch.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house with Serta Queen sets from $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale, open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
What did you find when you lost the weight?
I found I smile.
I found I could eat, really eat. Jenny just makes it simple. Simple.
Learn how to get a free week of food with Purchase. Jenny Craig, lose the weight. Find yourself.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543. We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Big trucks can cause big damage. Injuries can be severe and may require a lifetime of care and compensation. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We have been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. Let us do the same for you. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the 4-day New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Or check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm, only $279.99. Plus 4 years no interest with no down payment and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads. Try Gain Odor Defense. Be gone, smelly everything.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house, with hundreds of Lazy Boy recliners in stock starting at $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale, open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Yeah, we still got some visibility issues out there, mainly northwest of La Crosse up to central Wisconsin. A lot of moisture from melting snow. You may even see a few slick spots with everything that we went below freezing last night, too, this morning. So something to keep in mind. We have a few rain showers going today through this evening. Maybe a little area of freeze and drizzle. Once again, watch the road conditions as you get further later tonight when they get approaching the 32. 30s tomorrow, but 40s going tomorrow, and then even 50 Monday or Tuesday, because we do have a very wet system coming. A lot of question marks in regards to what's going to go on west or near La Crosse in regards to precipitation type come Monday, Tuesday. Southern Wisconsin, mainly all rain. See those temperatures very warm, then coming, cooling off after that. La Crosse, not as warm come Monday, Tuesday. Well, like I said, a lot of question marks. I think they will see a change over to snow at some point. We even could see freezing rain involved with this too. So stay tuned for more issues on that. Otherwise, we go back to average after we get through that system. So enjoy these temperatures because it's January and it could be a heck of a lot worse than we have right now.
That's right. All right. Thanks, Craig. Well, there's clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming nowadays. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl.
who is trapped.
Newly streaming on Netflix is a musical version of Roald Dahl's Matilda.
You're gonna meet the Trunch. Go now. Headmistress of Crunchermore.
This isn't school. It's a prison.
A child prodigy stands up against her parents, as well as the terrifying headmistress, Miss Trunchbull, played by Emma Thompson.
That's not right.
You just said no to me.
Matilda the Musical is streaming on Netflix now.
My name is Michael. You're a great dancer. You're a terrible liar.
Due to rent or buy on digital platforms is the romantic drama Spoiler Alert.
Mom, Dad, this is my friend, Mike.
A friend?
Yes, Mom, just a friend.
What is going on here? Who is this guy?
He's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
I think it's a great kid. We may not look like it, but we are actually kind of hip. Oh my God. We were going to go to Woodstock, you know.
Based on the best-selling memoir, the film follows Michael, played by Jim Parsons, and his partner Kit, who gets diagnosed with cancer.
You have to run the race in front of you because that's all there is.
Looking back, this is less of a rom-com and more of a love story. He can't sit for 4 hours. We promised bed.
All the beds are occupied.
Get my husband a bed! Well, that was Oscar-worthy. Work for Shirley MacLaine.
Spoiler Alert is available to rent or buy on digital platforms now.
What is this, Michael? Oh, you don't want to...
Oh my God, they're in here too.
Oh, Papa.
When I was in Afghanistan, I was medically discharged with PTSD.
And newly streaming on Amazon Prime is the documentary Wildcat.
And then I met Sam. That's when my life really took a turn.
This is Keanu, our ocelot rescue.
A young veteran finds new meaning in his life by taking care of an orphaned ocelot.
This project with Keanu is like his redemption.
He's saving me and I'm saving him.
Wildcat is streaming on Amazon Prime Video now.
You okay?
You scared me. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings. Coming up next, remembering legendary journalist Barbara Walters. We're back after this.
He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and bopping and singing this song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
With my low energy, I can't even blow up this celebratory balloon.
At Planet Fitness, there's hope. Now through January 12th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023 in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized.
Low E? Not for me.
Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, January 12th.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
You get a bond, and not only with my residents, but their family. It's a wonderful feeling.
I touch a lot of lives as a caregiver.
If I'm an impact on somebody else's life, that makes me feel good in the heart.
You just build a really strong connection with everybody that you take care of.
Working here, I'm part of the community.
They are our family. This is my home away from home.
Earn while you learn. Free training and a $500 bonus. Sign up today at WISCcaregiver.com.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
It's funny.
Good luck out there.
Breaking this morning, Pope Benedict XVI has died. The scene from the Vatican and a look back at his life. Also, travel troubles ease. The potential good news if you're traveling this holiday weekend.
And we got a few snow or rain showers in the forecast for your evening activities. I'll time those out, as well as how warm it'll get tomorrow and next week.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. Happy New Year's Eve to all of you out there. Thanks for waking up with us. Before we get to our top stories this morning, let's send things over to Greg Barnhart, who's got a check on your first warn weather. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Yeah, overall not too bad out there. Like I said, we still got some visibility with all the stuff that we melted, the snow, and then the colder temperatures overnight. We still got some visibility issues up to the north. More spotties go in other areas, so something to keep in mind if you're out traveling. Temperature-wise, we're still 20 degrees at Madison, 18. These are definitely colder than yesterday, but we're still not even to average where we should be. They're just a few degrees above yet, so although it may be colder than what it feels like the last couple days, it isn't early where it should be. 20 degrees C, that's the trend we've had for the last 24 hours. Not much change yesterday with the high temperatures, mid-30s. Today we'll actually get probably pretty similar with the mid-30s once again here too. Lacrosse, once again, they were in the mid-20s yesterday, just the colder air. Once again, that is close to average, and then right now we're at 17. So overall, not a bad day for really January. We're tracking this little wave that's coming across. That's what's going to bring us our next chance of rain and snow today with a bigger system well up to the west. We zoom in here, you can just start seeing some of the precipitation approach. It's still going to take a while to get here. It's going to be very spotty in coverage. That one out to the west that's really hitting California pretty hard. That's what we're looking for Monday and Tuesday system. There's radar once again further out to the west. If you're driving out right today, like I said, tonight is the thing to watch for maybe some pockets of freezing drizzle. That could be a possibility. Otherwise, temperatures will be lowering to around freezing tonight. Shouldn't really be a big deal, but once again, something to keep in mind of. The bigger deal, I'll time out those temperatures come next week, especially we got a wetter system coming Monday, Tuesday, and I'll explain all that a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, Greg, thank you very much. Breaking news overnight, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI has died, according to a statement from the Vatican today. That is the sound of bells ringing from St. Peter's Square in Vatican City during the time of confirmation of the former Pope's death. The Vatican first announced Pope Benedict had become very ill on Wednesday. The pontiff resigned in 2013, a nearly unprecedented move in papal history. At the time, Pope Benedict cited advanced age as the reason for his resignation. It was the first time a pope had stepped down in nearly 600 years. Pope Benedict was 95 years old. And another high-profile death, legendary journalist Barbara Walters has passed away. She began her career on the Today Show in the early 1960s. Walters made headlines in 1976 as the first female network news anchor. She was well known for her interviewing ability and host of popular shows, as well as creating The View. Her cause of death is not immediately known. Barbara Walters was 93 years old. Southwest Airlines returned to a relatively normal flight schedule Friday. That's according to officials with the company. A holiday meltdown resulted in more than 15,000 flight cancellations since last week. I'm sure many of you were impacted by that. CBS's Michael George has more on how passengers are feeling as they head into yet another holiday weekend.
I hope that it's smooth sailing and I can have a success story, not all of this drama that I've been seeing on the news every day.
What a difference a day makes.
We got the one flight I think that left out of Denver, and our flight this morning so far is on time.
For the first time in almost a week, Southwest Airlines flight cancellations below 50%, with a little more than 40 flights stuck on the tarmac today.
My opinion now is I'll never fly Southwest again.
Bad weather combined with outdated scheduling software left hundreds of thousands of customers on their own to rebook. Many were forced to pay last-minute premium rates for flights on other carriers or car rentals.
This has impacted so many people, and I'm extremely sorry for that.
But an apology isn't enough for Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. He intends to launch an investigation.
The U.S. Department of Transportation has your back.
CBS News senior travel advisor Peter Greenberg says it may not end there.
I fully expect there'll be a lot of class action lawsuits. Before we ever get to that point, you're going to see Southwest Airlines writing a lot of checks to a lot of airline passengers.
Southwest has told customers to submit claims for things like rental cars, hotel rooms, and plane tickets online. But what if you had to buy new clothes or you lost wages? Well, the airline says it'll evaluate customers' extenuating circumstances on a case-by-case basis. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
We'll continue to track the fallout from this Southwest issue. Again, a lot of reimbursement requests made, so we will continue to see how that develops. To major developments now in a national story that has also gotten a lot of attention. Authorities say a suspect in the brutal murders of 4 University of Idaho students has been arrested 2,500 miles away. The suspect, 28-year-old Brian Christopher Kohlberger, was arrested Friday in Monroe County in eastern Pennsylvania. On November 13th, 4 students were stabbed to a death inside a rental home near campus. Autopsies show all 4 were likely asleep during the deadly attacks.
A criminal complaint was filed yesterday here in Latah County, charging the defendant, Mr. Kohlberger, with 4 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to felony burglary, which involves entering the residence with the intent to commit the crime of murder.
Police say they are still looking for a murder weapon, but have located a Hyundai Elantra they were looking for as part of the investigation. The U.S. House Ways and Means Committee released 6 years of former President Donald Trump's federal tax returns to the public yesterday. The returns span the years 2015 through 2020. The returns show Trump paid just $750 in federal income tax in 2017 and paid $0 in 2020. He paid a combined $1.1 million in 2018 and 2019. Still ahead this morning, the Badgers, they've got a new quarterback joining the team. We're going to tell you about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there.
And during the 4-day New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Or check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm, only $279.99. Plus 4 years no interest with no down payment and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just 1 sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
Attention mothers, did you take Tylenol or other acetaminophen pain-relieving products while pregnant? Recent evidence suggests children whose mothers took Tylenol while pregnant may be more likely to develop autism. Other acetaminophen products at risk include Excedrin, NyQuil, Dayquil, and other store-brand pain relievers. Children with autism have a hard time interacting with others. Those on the spectrum usually begin exhibiting social symptoms by the time they're 8 to 10 months old. Call now for a free confidential consultation.
Please call 800-379-7867.
New year, new you? Join Anytime Fitness and get 30 days free. Get more out of your membership than just machines. Because here, you can lift your weights and lift your mood. Now through January 31st, get 30 days free at Anytime Fitness. Hurry in now.
Big trucks can be intimidating, and so can their insurance companies. After a serious truck crash, you need a team on your side who knows how to handle trucking cases and who gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. We know truck law, we know the rules and regulations, and we'll hold the insurance companies accountable. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
Taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Yeah, we're tracking more light rain and light showers here coming through today. You can see out to the west in Iowa, Minnesota is starting to approach. It'll take a few more hours, more of the afternoon hours and evening hours. Not a widespread, it'll be more scattered to nature. You can kind of see that wave that's pushing across there. That's what we're tracking too. So overall visibility issues, there are still some out there, but mainly north and west of La Crosse and central and northern Wisconsin, but still just be on the lookout for that. If we track out those showers, you can see the first batch comes up here just southwest Wisconsin and western Wisconsin here this afternoon. Spreads that light rain, light snow throughout the day. Temperatures during the day should be fine. It's more the evening hours you have to keep a track on. If we do get any 32 degrees, you might have a little freeze and drizzle mixed in or even some road issues late tonight when the temperatures are closer to freezing, but most of the precipitation should be done by the time New Year's hits, and we'll have looking at temperatures to warm up or cool down to about the low 30s as the time you wake up tomorrow morning. And that's just the start, because tomorrow looks a little more sun, 40 degrees, and then we have a wet system coming Monday, Tuesday, but we could hit 50 in some areas during that time.
Okay, Greg, thank you. If you think you haven't seen the Wisconsin men's basketball team in a while, well, it's because they've been off since the 15th. 15 days in between games, but that streak ended last night with Western Michigan in town to wrap up non-conference play. Trayvon Hughes serving as Wisconsin's honorary captain for this one. The Badgers led by 2 at the break, but got things going in the second half. Stephen Crowell splashes home the triple. Big Steve finished with his career high, 25 points. 20 of them come in the final 20 minutes. Then it's Jordan Davis stepping back for 3 more. That makes it a 15-point game, and you can't talk about Badger basketball without Chucky Hepburn. There he is, and another 3-ball for the Badgers. They go on to win this one 76-66. The Bucks trying to close out 2022 with a win hosting the T-Wolves. The Deer were down 11 at halftime, but came alive in the third. Giannis taking it to the rim with authority, 43 points, 20 rebounds for the Greek Freak. Then later in the quarter, Joe Ingles steps back and dials one up from deep. The Bucks outscored the Wolves by 17. They win this one 123-114. Luke Fickell's quarterback room just got a little fuller and a little better when Tanner Mordecai made it official and announced he's coming to Madison. The 6-year senior QB is transferring to Wisconsin from SMU, where he broke a ton of records, including 24 in just 24 games with the Mustangs. He also set a conference record when he threw for 9 touchdowns in 1 game. Christmas break is over for the Badger women's hockey team, and Wisconsin starts their second half of the year today with a bang. It's a trip out east to face 4th-ranked Quinnipiac. The big thing for Mark Johnson's squad is to start fast, especially in a hostile environment against a good opponent. And it's safe to say the head Badger is excited to see where his team is after 3 weeks off.
Obviously, their confidence is going to be high. They're going to be playing at home. You know, they've beat some quality opponents up to this point, and so I'm sure they're going to be real fired up, and it should make for a real interesting and a really challenging game for us. And I'm anxious to see how we come out of break and see where we're at this particular time.
Should be a good one. Still ahead, taking a look back at the top entertainment stories of 2022. And you're taking a live look at the Capitol this morning. A little foggy out there. Greg's got the forecast when we come back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
With Pick and Save Fresh Perks, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. Earn fuel points on every purchase and save up to $1 a gallon at the pump. With Pick and Save fuel points, all you do is win big, big savings. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Keeping Binax Now handy makes it easy to test. And self-test kits may be reimbursable with no copay through your health plan. With Binax Now, you'll have reliable results in 15 minutes with the self-test that features the same technology doctors use and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. So you can always be prepared with Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
With the Pick and Save app, no matter where you order free pickup, you get the same great deals as you get in our stores. So start your cart today. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we're starting off mild once again to end the year. We're going to be mild to begin the year. It doesn't look like any real cold air or anything like we saw a couple weeks ago anytime soon. So that's the good news. We still got some issues going on today. Like I said, that we have that rain-snow mix with that wave coming through. Could even see a little bit of light drizzle, freezing drizzle this evening, something to keep in mind of. It's not going to be that much. It'll get out of here, and then all attention turns to this next storm, which is going to be wet. We know that. Warm for most of the area, and then it really gets tricky on the backside as you go west to north La Crosse, where that snow rain line will be, where you could have some mixed freeze and drizzle. A lot to be determined on that, but it definitely will be wet and at least warm for most locations to start off with this system. Right now we're tracking this wave coming through here. It should be through here about the evening hours. You can see spotty showers there and there. Most of the heavier rain or rainfall stays to the south of the area. Come through midnight, should be gone. And then tomorrow we're looking at conditions to be favorable with more sun actually starting to peek out, which will be good too. And then all eyes, once we get through Sunday, is going to turn to that system Monday, but that's not going to be till really Monday afternoon for most areas. So even as you start your work week, it should be okay. There's just a hint of it right there coming. That's what we're going to be tracking here, which even could be some thunderstorms with this thing too. Overall, here comes that first wave coming through this afternoon. You see just an area of light rain, light snow, no really accumulation expected with this. Temperatures hovering around freezing. It'll sweep through the rest of the area by 5:36 p.m. Once again, even behind it, you're going to see some spotty little areas. Really the thing to look at is this evening overnight when the temperatures are hovering around freezing. Obviously the sun is down. We might get a little freezing drizzle or even some roads with some moisture as you go home after midnight. Could have a few slick spots just because of that. You'll wake up around freezing tomorrow, and once again, more sunshine tomorrow, which means more areas should get 40 tomorrow, which is the good news. That system coming up here, that's what we're tracking, comes up from the southwest. You can see it spread the rainfall, pretty decent amounts all the way up through the area through Tuesday. Heavier amounts staying just to the south. More the backside and north side of the system will probably be snow. But how much snow is a little bit in question right now. The good news, at least for southern Wisconsin, you're probably not going to see much. Better shot, this is probability greater than 3 from like Tuesday to Wednesday is further north and west. So that was what we got to figure out what's going on with that. That also could include some freezing rain issues with that too. So a lot to be sorted out with that storm. But for the meantime, for today and tonight, we have just a few rain showers, snow showers in the area. Note those temperatures across. Notice these temperatures in Madison by Monday and Tuesday. We might hit 50, and this might be at night too. So that's a pretty strong system coming through. But the good news is even on the backside, 30, 34, 35. That's still not bad for January.
Not terrible. Could be a lot worse.
It's not cold air really that bad. So nothing like we saw 2 weeks ago. So okay.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Well, as the entertainment industry continued to emerge from the pandemic, several events received major attention, from a high-profile court trial to a slap seen and heard around the world. Danya Backus takes us to a look back at some of the top entertainment stories of the year.
Actor Will Smith is expelled from the Motion Picture Academy for 10 years after he slapped Chris Rock during the Oscars. The attack came after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife. Minutes later, Smith won the Oscar for Best Actor. Streaming services ruled the Oscars. Apple TV's Coda was named Best Picture. Jane Campion won Best Director for Netflix's The Power of the Dog. At the Emmys, HBO's The White Lotus won 10 awards. In Los Angeles, the Super Bowl halftime show paid homage to hip-hop and rap for the first time, led by hometown entertainers Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Long-running daytime talk shows Ellen and Wendy aired their final episodes in 2022. Ellen DeGeneres said her show no longer challenged her, and Wendy Williams' show was canceled after the host encountered health issues. Actor Bruce Willis retired after he was diagnosed with aphasia, a neurological condition that affects speech. Amy Schneider won Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions after a 40-game winning streak during the regular season. She became the most successful female and trans contestant, winning $1.6 million. Former married actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard sued each other for defamation in a Virginia court. Both also accused the other of abuse. After a weeks-long trial, Depp prevailed, winning $15 million in damages. Top Gun Maverick made $1.4 billion worldwide, making it the highest-grossing film of the year. Jon Batiste won 5 Grammys, and Olivia Rodrigo was named Best New Artist when the Grammy Awards show originated from Las Vegas for the first time. Taylor Swift made history by claiming all top 10 spots in the Billboard Top 100 list. Swift's single, Anti-Hero, led the string of hits from her October 2022 album, Midnights. And fans mourn the loss of some beloved celebrities in 2022. Country superstar Naomi Judd died of suicide just a day before she was to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame with her daughter Winona. The two were also scheduled to launch a farewell tour. Bob Saget was found dead in an Orlando, Florida hotel room after performing a show. The medical examiner said the 65-year-old comedian died of blunt head trauma, but no foul play was involved. The Foo Fighters' Taylor Hawkins died in Bogota, Colombia. No cause of death was released.
You think of yourself as a colored man. I think of myself as a man.
And Sir Sidney Poitier, a film icon and the first African-American to win an Oscar for Best Actor, died at the age of 94. Those are some of the year's top entertainment stories. Danya Backus, CBS News.
A lot happened in the last year. Coming up next, the final thank you of 2022.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house, with hundreds of Lazy Boy recliners in stock starting at $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale, open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and you'll have access to the News 3 Now newsroom in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
Let's be real. Having kids can be a lot. Am I right? At Associated Physicians, we get it. It can seem overwhelming and even lonely at times. Our pediatric team at Associated Physicians are here for your kiddos, but we're here for you, too. We want you to lean on us to ensure the best for your children. Supporting you is our goal, too. Yes, things have been more chaotic than usual, but don't forget your kids' regular wellness appointments and vaccines. Call us at 233-9746.
JC tried Game Flings for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first-timer. Game Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next?
Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
Prices slashed further at Denny's Jewelers Retirement Sale. Now save up to 65% off store-wide. All must go. All bridal jewelry, all colored stone rings, all silver jewelry, all pearls, all diamond bracelets and pendants. Absolutely every finished piece is up to 65% off. Pete, Denny, and family are saying thank you, Middleton, for 40 years of support. Join them for their retirement celebration. Pete Denny is retiring, and Denny's Jewelers Retirement Sale is in progress. Prices slashed further. Now save up to 65% off. All must go. 1903 Coyote Street, Middleton.
If you've been injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. There are specific rules and regulations that apply, and we know what it takes to win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house with a large selection of in-stock inventory of power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, as we bid farewell to 2022, we want you to meet the staff that brings you the best news coverage all year long. Here are the faces of News 3 Now, wishing you a Happy New Year. A big thank you to all of the wonderful people we get to work with every day, and especially the people behind the scenes. We want to give them their recognition as well. So Happy New Year. Greg, before we go, real quick, check of the weather.
Yeah, really what we're tracking really is that rain or snow coming through this afternoon, this evening. Not a huge deal, but something to keep in mind if you're out and about. And temperatures kind of fluctuate around 32 degrees, so something to keep in mind.
All right, have fun tonight, be safe, and we'll see you in the new year.